Can you hear me? Okay. Can you see the screen? Screen 2? We have 45 students now, which is, so should be okay. Haziq, I'm attendance. Oh, Haziq. Okay. Okay, can we start now? Okay. Haziq, ambil attendance 2 kali je. Take the attendance twice. Lepas pukul 8.50, you take another one. You can consider replacement class. Last week I forgot about it. Okay, I will start with an example. Let's say you only have one project, with only one activity. So one activity. Okay. This project, let's say, will take 10 months. And the project will cost 12 million. Okay. Still coming. Okay. Now, we are monitoring the project. Monitoring the project. At the end of year, 5th month, expenditure is, let's say, if the project has reached, for example, 40%, expenditure is 5 million. This is the status of the project during our monitoring. Remember, we are studying tracking now, project tracking. Everybody understand the example? Okay. By right, at the end of this 5th month, which is halfway, is progress. Physical progress. In physical progress. Progress. By right, at the end of the 5th month, what is the schedule progress? What is the schedule progress by the end of the 5th month? What is the schedule progress? You understand the question? At the end of this 5th month, by right, this 5th month, what is the schedule progress by right? %. 50%. So this 50%, how much is worse than 50% by the end of 5th month? 6 million. Okay. So by the end of this month, by right, the progress should be 6 million. This 6 million is called budgeted cost work schedule. You write, you write on your own. Budgeted cost work schedule. Because we budgeted according to the schedule. According to the schedule, we are budgeted at the end of 5th month. We should have achieved 50% of the work, which is worth 6 million. Hmm? 6 million, which is 50% progress. Okay, everybody follow? Okay. But now, the progress is only 40%. Means the contractor at site only perform 40%. Huh? So, by right, with 40% progress, how much should be the expenditure? I repeat again. But now we only achieve 40%. 40%. So, by right, with this 40%, how much is the expenditure at site? You do that, you cannot approximate. By right, with 40%. Somebody still joining. How much? By right, which is 40% progress?
$4.8.
Okay. 4.8 million. 0.4 times 12 million. So it's 4.8 million. This is called budgeted cost. According to budget, work performed. What happens? Got stuck here. What happened? My computer hang. My pad hang. Hold on. What happened to my pad? Okay, got it. Budgeted cost work performed, which is 40% progress. Because it performed only 40%, it should have spent 4.8 million. Okay? Okay. But then, we actually at site spent 5 million. So this one is called actual cost work performed. Okay. Actual cost work performed. Everybody follow me? Okay. There are three figure now, which is budgeted cost work schedule. What you are supposed to achieve. We have budgeted cost work performed, what we have achieved, the value, and the actual expenditure. Now, if people ask you to explain the progress, because the progress can be explained in the form of percentage and also in the form of money. Okay. Because people measure the performance of the project by how much value has been completed. If you listen to the budget, also the same thing. How much has been spent is considered as, you listen to the Malaysian budget, how much has been spent. They said 90% means 90% spent, 90% performance means 90% money has been spent. Like what is called it, BPN, what do you call BPN? Bantuan the money the Malaysian government give. BPN. Is it BPN? Is it how many percent has been spent to the people, given to the people? And they don't say how many percent, they said how many billion. They mentioned in a billion. Okay, so money is a form of measurement. So now the progress is only 4.8 as compared to 6 million. Yeah. Understand? So the variance is schedule variance. Is it positive or negative? Negative. That is negative. So is negative 1.2. Shortfall of 1.2. It's called schedule variance. Schedules variance. 1.2. Okay. Everybody follow me? Any questions so far? So what is the cost variance now? Is the cost variance? The one schedule variance is 1.2 million. What is the cost variance now? What's cost variance now? Negative 0.2 million. Negative, negative 0.2 million because it is not good. It's not good means negative. This is the cost variance. Negative 0.2. It means the project is behind time by 1.2 million and there is cost overrun of 0.2 million. Okay, are you with me? Everybody, any question? So far so good? We have 4950 now. Attendance. You should sign your attendance. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, now we talk about index. Index is a form of measurement also. You know that people are talking about GDP index. People are talking about a lot of index. Inflation index, price index, consumer price index. So index, here there's a baseline. For this particular project tracking index, if it is greater, the border point is 1. If it is greater than 1, it is good. Less than 1, it is not good. Okay. Now, cost performance index, cost performance index, the same thing, is comparing between the actual cost and the supposed to be the cost. What is supposed to be the cost for that progress? So, in this case, it is good or bad, the cost point. It's good or bad? Bad. So, it is bad. Budgeted, it should be budgeted cost work performed over actual cost work performed is equal to 4.8 divided by 5. How much is this? 0.96, betul eh? 0.96. Okay. Now, schedule performance index. Good or bad? Bad also, So should be how much is performed, cost work performed, compare with for schedule. Compare with what? Compare with budget cost work, actual budget cost work schedule, right? Budgeted cost work schedule equal to 4.8 divided by 6. How much is that? 0.8. Okay, now, if this performance continue, until the end of the project, okay, the performance continue until the end of the projects. What is the estimate cost at completion? What is the total cost at completion if this kind of thing continues like this? Every month, every 10%, every 40%, you overspend. So what is the total cost at completion. I read here. Estimated completion cost. Okay, you remember your mathematics? 40%. How much you spend now? 40% you spend 5 million, isn't it? 100% should be 100 divided by 40 times 5, which is 12.5, isn't it? Am I right? Or it is actually equal to what? Total budgeted cost which is 10 million divided by CPI, which is 0.8. Is equal to same thing. Get the same answer. That is the purpose of calculating CPI here. This is budgeted cost at completion. Oh no, 12 million. Oh, no, sorry. Is that right? Oh, that's right. It's 12, 12, isn't it? It's 12 divided by. It's not. This budget is 12. 12. Okay, 12. It's 12. Why divided by? Is it divided by 12.8? 0.8? Oh, huh? This is not 5. This is 4.8. It's total wrong. Totally wrong. Go back. You get the wrong number because I cannot see just now. 40% now we have spent how much? 40% we have spent how much? 40% we have spent 5 million. 100% 12.12 million. 100% is how much? Can it be 12.5? 40% 5 million. Betul 1 million. So it's not 0.8, it's divide by 0.96. I cannot see just now. 0.96. So it's equal to budgeted cost at completion divided by CPI is equal to 12 divided by 0.96, not 0.8. Now, is it right, everybody? Okay, good. When you don't see the whole photo picture, you pick the wrong number. Okay, now you try to solve this question. If people ask you, when is the project? Oh no, okay. Question, continue with this. So now, how should you tell the client how much is required now for the client to prepare the money in order to complete the project? How much money is required for the client to prepare to complete the project? Remember, now the total cost has come to 12.5 million. Total cost has gone this much. This is the total cost. 12.5 million. 12.5 million. So, how much has been spent aside? It's 12.5 minus how much? Minus how much? How much more money is required? 12.5 minus. Come on. 12.5 minus. No, how much more is required? 12.5 minus 5. So we need another 7.5 million. It's budgeted. This now estimated cost to complete. Estimated cost to complete. Yes. Another 7.5 million. It's our estimated now. Tak apa, Akmal, kau bangun tidur lagi. Okay. This is learning. It's learning. It's okay. Good, When you responding means you are following. Yeah, people ask you at that particular moment, you are tracking the project, on the fifth month. Now we overspend it. If this thing happen continuously like that, uniformly provided like that, that means how much more money is required to complete the job? Is another 7.5 million. No, the assumption now is like this. Okay, so next month we will do it again. If it improve, then this what they call it, CPI will change. When CPI change, what happen? Estimated cost, completion cost will change. Everything will change. So we monitor every month. So if this happen, we must find the reason why. This is project tracking. It means we want to know the status. We want to estimate the future. Management is like that. And then we try to improve. Maybe the increase is in cost is which reason? Acceptable reason, as I told you. Maybe because of the change in the requirement, things like that. So it could be this reason. But we have to update the client because you are working with the client. Okay, am I answering the question? Budgeted cost work schedule is what? Budget. You must remember the word budget. Means when you said budget is something that you plan before the project start. Schedule means according to your plan. Okay, so according to your plan, just now, the project will cost 12 million. If it is 50%, means 60%, 6 million is budgeted cost work schedule. Okay, budgeted cost work perform. Again, the word is budget and perform. You only perform 40%. If you perform 40%, according to the budget, you should have spent 0.4 times 12, which is 4.8 million. Okay, this ACWA is what? Actual. What is actually happened at site for the work performed? 5 million. Okay? You want me to go back just now? Somebody. Okay? Siapa tanya tadi? Skandar. Okay. Remember, this project is what? Behind time and also having a problem of cost overrun. See? All negative, yeah? Negative, negative, and here the index is less than 1. The variance is negative, index is less than 1. See, the variance is negative 1.2 million, and the index is less than 1. Okay, can I continue? Okay, now people ask you this question. How many more months the project can be completed with this performance? How many more months the project can be completed with this kind of performance? Again, assuming that everything will be the same. I give you 5 minutes, you try to calculate and show it to me. Think about it. Any answer? The question is, when is the project going to be completed? How many more months? Now we are at the 5th month. End of 5th month. But it's okay, you guess, you have to calculate. I remember my professor last time, old, very old man, even older than me now. I think when I was having my final year there, he was about 70 plus. Olsen, he's a juice. He said, but as an engineer, you cannot say that I guess. You are not making a guessing. When people ask you, never use the word guess. You must use estimate, expected. Why? You guess means what? When you guess, you are not analyzing, you are not calculating. But you estimate, means what? There is a scientific way of coming into that figure. You can always tell, what they call it, the client, your guess might be 100% right, but it's not backed by scientific or mathematical data. So we don't use guess. When people ask you, go for interview, whatever it is, it's okay. It's a very good opportunity for me to explain to you. That's why the weather forecast, they make a forecast. They don't guess. Forecast is estimating also. They calculate based on what is happening. The cloud here now is how many miles from Putrajaya. The wind is going to come from that side. So when it moves, when the cloud slowly moves to Putrajaya, it has accumulated enough weight, it will drop there. At what time? So it's also based on calculation, based on data, analytical. So that's why we do this one. We estimate. People ask, this is the justification. You see, this is the importance of these things. When you say something, it must be backed by data and analytical thinking. Okay, so the same process actually, the same process just now. Same process. 4.8 million, 5 months, 4.8 million, 5 months. Now we have how much? How many months? How much total? 12 million. If you don't remember the formula, you don't have to remember. So, you have to complete 12 million. For 4.8 million, you take you 5 months to complete. So for 12 million, it take what? 12 divided by 4.8 times 5, isn't it? Equal to how many months? $12.5. Oh, it's equal to 10 months divided by 0.8. Which is total completion. So now 12.5, you have spent 5 months. So another 7.5 months. Okay? You see, if you read the books, I think you get confused. It's not easy. You read the book. Which page is that? I cannot remember. So, the book is using it. Let me see the book. So chapter 9. Which page is that? All this one is called earn value analysis. Project tracking. Earn value analysis. Chapter 9. Forecasting cost at completion. Called earn value. Why 12 million does not plus 7.5? Why you plus? 12 million is total cost. You have spent 5 million. So 5 million paid already. So you need another 7.5 million to complete. We have already spent 5 million. Huh? The cost now become 12.5 million, but you have spent 5 million. So we need another 7.5 million to complete that. It's called earn value system. Okay. So they give you all this formula, but we derive the formula now. You should understand better, isn't it? You don't have to. You don't have to memorize it because you understand. Am I right? Who asked just now? Is it okay? Did I explain to you correctly? Zulaikha, you faham sekarang? Okay. Good. See, you don't have to understand all this formula. It's complicated. You have to memorize because you understand now. Of course, as I told you just now, this is estimated value. Means, so every month the CPI will change accordingly. Okay, any question now? Any question? Aziz, you take another attendance. 8:50. One hour gone. Was hour gone. Okay, now, if you go to this particular graph, as I said, sudah conteng lah. I take the other one. The other one. Sama juga sudah conteng. Malas sama padam. Tak apalah. Okay. Over here. This is our budget and over budget and behind schedule. Okay. We are monitoring at the middle of August kan? You go back to figure 9-10A. Everybody has the book now? You open the book now? This project is 100,000. Our estimated cost at completion is 100,000. And it is expected to complete in 10 months' time, where we start in during the 1st of January, completed at the 30th or 31st of August. I don't know August how many days, 31st in it. 31st of August. So we are tracking the project, this one, every month. We are tracking the project, this one in terms of physical progress, or your book called work progress. And the solid line here, solid curve is the schedule financial progress, which is called budgeted cost work schedule here. Okay. So at this case, of course, this is called what? What is it called? The point that I put here. This mark. What is this? I cannot use my writing pad. I can only use my mouse because it's on different software. No, I don't have to erase, isn't it? I don't have to erase. So what is this? Use eraser. Use eraser. Just add notes there. Add notes. What is this? The thing that I find out here. What is this? Can you answer me? Use the right term just now. What is this? What is this? Actual cost work progress. You are right. Actual cost work progress. So, what is this? This is just the actual physical progress at site. Actual physical progress at site. So, now, what is this? What is this? What is this? Budgeted cost work performed, because you perform only, let's say, 52%. 52%. So, at 52%, you supposed to spend only this much. Budgeted cost work performed. Okay. Okay. What else we don't have now? We have actual cost work performed, budgeted cost work performed. What else do we need now? Budgeted cost work schedule. Where is budgeted cost work schedule? Yuan, mana Yuan? Budgeted cost work schedule. Yeah, just right here. Just right here. Budgeted cost work schedule. That's right there. Okay. Everybody follow now, eh? Any question? Semua faham? Everybody understand? Okay. Was it for you to wake up in the morning? What is the function of CPI and SPI? This is what we are doing just now, Nadia. First, we want to know the performance of the project. It is behind, ahead, or ahead of time, jet cost overrun or underrun, and then we can estimate when the project is going to be completed. We can estimate the total cost of completion. We can let the client knows what is the expected amount of money, things like that. Our purpose is now forecasting and evaluating the performance of the project. Okay, Nadia. Okay, actually, this CPI, look it this way. CPI is a good question, Nadia. This CPI, let's see, let me minimize this one. We can, for management purpose, file, I delete this one. Everybody got it already. We have a good question there. This is, in management, we have a quadrant. We have 4 quadrants. Good question, Nadia. Let's say this is CPI. This is SPI, Schedule Performance Index. Okay. Of course, just now we are here. Means what? We are here just now. The project is behind time because over here is just on the dot. It's behind time and cost overrun. If we are here, means what? The project is what? Behind time or ahead of time? Behind time or ahead of time? Oi, we are here. Behind time or ahead of time? SPI. The SPI schedule is below the cutoff point here, so it means behind time. Okay. Is it cost overrun or cost saving? Project? Now CPI good or bad now? It's on the right side. If you are here, CPI good or bad? It's a different example already. If CPI is below here, CPI here means what? Here means less than 1. Here means one is here and one is here. So over there is more than 1. Over here less than 1. So over here is more than 1. Good or bad? Good. But the project is behind time. So as a manager, you have extra money. Now you can tell the client, you can push up here. Everybody wants to be here. If it is here, means cost overrun and period of time. Maybe we can slow it a bit. So we want to move it over here. Everybody wants to go here. Move it here. Okay. This is how it works. SPI and CPI, the purpose. For us to know on which quadrant are we. Of course, everybody want to be here. Everybody want to be here. The target, everybody want to be here. Okay. Remember the assumption for this SPI and CPI is the future performance will be the same as the current performance. So if you want to make good, means you have to change. This is the purpose. Then hopefully next evaluation it will improve. The same thing, you are supposed to take, for example, 16 credit or 20 credit. 4 years, you have to finish 4 times 8. How much? 4 times 8? 4 times 8 semester. 16 credit. That says you have done 16 credit per semester. If you need to graduate is 8 times 16 kan? Which is how much? 128. But after second years, Ain baru nak masuk, Ain baru bangun tidur ke? So, fourth semester, you just finish 100 credit. Because you are taking you only finish 40 credit. You are only taking 10 credit per semester. So people ask you, which this performance, how long you will take to complete the degree? Faham? Same thing. Should be 128 time divided by 4. This is your times what? You have done now 4 semester. Is it right? 128 divided by 4. No. Divided by 40 times 4 semester. Hold on. Saya pun tidur. Sekejap. It should be okay. 40 credit you take 4 semester. So 128 credit, you take how many semester? 128 divided 40 times 4. Betul? 12.8. So you need how many more months? You need 12.8 minus 4 semester. So you need another 8.4 semester. Another 4 years to graduate. If you perform the same thing, every semester you take 10 credit. Am I clear? Are you okay? Assuming you do the same things. Then, it's just monitoring. So any more question? On this analysis? Try to give you assignment.
Assignment lagi, bapak. Banyak gila assignment Ustaz Fazim. Masya Allah, Masya Allah.
Oh, this one you have done, isn't it? Some you have done. Okay. Okay. This is assignment number 5. Can you read this one? I try to reduce a bit, zoom in. Kalau zoom in tak nampak. Okay, yang tadi your assignment after the test kan, next week after the test. Okay, this is the assignment for today's punya kelas. I just want you to read this one. You are given the responsibility to supervise a construction project with a contract value of 1 million ringgit, just like the example in the book. Okay. So this is what? This is the S curve for the financial schedule financial progress. Can you read the screen? And this is the S curve for the work of physical progress. Okay. So then you plot the dotted line using this one. This is the actual financial progress. This is the actual physical progress. Okay. So this is the dotted line in the textbook. Dotted line. And then you know now would have budgeted at the end of 6 months. 6 months, end of 6 months. This is the progress. Okay. What is the budgeted? If you draw the graph, you have to draw the graph and show, of course. What is the budgeted? It's up to you. Want to use Excel or you want to use manual? It's up to you. As long as you understand which one is easier for you. I'm not going to see in detail. So just want to make sure you go through it and you understand. Okay. The question now from this one: what is the budgeted cost work schedule at the end of 6 months? Okay. What is the budgeted cost work performed at the end of 6 months? What is the budgeted cost work performed at the end of 6 months? Remember, the word is budget and perform. What is the progress at the end of 6 months? How many percent? How many percent? Aida, how many percent is the actual progress at set at the end of 6 months? Tanya Aida tidur ke? Orang lain jawab ni, ha? Ke dia pergi minum kopi dia?
45%, 45%, 45%. Hah?
Akmal, mana Aida Akmal? Tanya tak jawab-jawab. Okay, 45%. Okay. At 45%, how much should have been spent? Aside. Yeah, 450,000. Okay. So you should do the right reporting. Okay. I will upload this one later on. Maybe later. So that you don't get panic at Putra Blast. So you have two assignments to be submitted. This one week after next week lah. So you know how to evaluate the project performance now. Any question? So far so good? Okay. I don't want to continue. In the next class, I will send you note maybe on actually what is your responsibility at site. It's called site supervision. Apart from project tracking, what is your responsibility at site in the next class? That will be after the test next week, Thursday. We'll continue on that. Ke you nak sambung lagi sekarang? Siapa nak sambung ke nak tidur? You want to continue lecture or you want to go to sleep again? You want to continue or you want to stop here? Ya ke? Huh? Continue, want to stop here? Vote. Jogging. Tuesday kelas ke? Tuesday, Akmal tidur balik ya. Tuesday test ya kawan. Siapa cakap tadi? Tuesday Muhammad Nur Hafizi. Tuesday ada test kan? Remember Tuesday we have test. So we continue Tuesday. Okay. Oh, you want to continue lecture after test? It's very rajin kau apa ni? Anu? Tak sangka pula dalam masa TKP ni rajin-rajin semua. Bukan Hafizi tu yang jawab tu. Yang jawab tu adik dia tu. Dia bagi upah RM10 kat adik dia. He give RM10 to his brother to listen to the news. To the lecture. Bukan dia tu. Dia berlakon dia tu. Dia tidur sekarang Hafizi. Okay. Any question about the test? Pagi ni saya cuma sempat, kalau ada lecture, I only have time for my gym and what they call it, swimming only. Petang nanti baru buat apa yang gym, yang mountain hiking ataupun jogging. Otherwise tak cukup masa. Lepas sembahyang subuh dah pukul about 6:15 only. So I have 1 hour only. Then minum sikit. Tomorrow no class, I can do my gym for 40 minutes and then jump swimming. Any tips? Saya sudah bagi tips. It's open book, you can read, you can answer. What kind of tak payah nak spot. We discuss about what? Background of the industry. We discuss about what else? Contract. We discuss about management function. We discuss about dispute. Am I right? Type of contract, management function, background industry, regulation, and dispute. Is that all? I think it's about it, kan? Not that much for the first test. And any question that you don't understand for the subject matter, for the content of the subject that we have discussed for test 1? Everybody should be able to go through, to get through, shouldn't be any problems. Is the lecture okay today?
Very clear.
So this particular, what they call it, writing pad actually is very useful. Writing pad, it's very useful, kan? You can write on a pad. You can at least follow slowly. PowerPoint is not that good for this class, kan? Kalau project management tak apa, engineering society is okay. Okay. But engineering society, I think you are left behind. It's okay to talk about engineering society now, because I just talked with Dr. ID last night. You left behind in terms of group work, I think. Am I right? And that constitute a big chunk of your marks. Oh? Then you should start assemble your group now and start doing with whatever is required to do, because at the end of the semester you need to present. Are you with me, everybody? Before I forget. So I told ID, you have no choice, but you cannot go to the site to collect data. I will discuss with you, but you can now start assembling your group. We can, you ada kerja, you have the time. Start assembling your group. Some of you might not be in this lecture. Start assembling your group and start preparing your what they call it. Start mapping your total works that you need to present. Of course, you cannot collect the data. You can do it based on your literature review or whatever it is. Give a proposal based on literature review, whatever it is. But it has to be done, the group work. You have to finally still have to submit the same things. The only thing, data collection cannot be done. You based on literature review is okay. I told ID that. Then Monday, after the Monday class, ID will have to continue. Your Haziq, ID contact you kan on this one, on Tutor Masyarakat. You are the key man kan? Dia punya rep, you rep for the class kan? For Dr. ID. Betul tak Haziq?
Betul.
Akmal class lab. Okay. So you communicate dengan ID, takut dia terlupa. Because this engineering society, if there is audit from Board of Engineer Malaysia for your degree recognition, they never miss to open this file. What did we teach the student? Assignment, of course, assignment I have upload kan. You have to respond to the assignment. ID will look into it. But your group work, big mark there kan? How many percent group work? I cannot remember. Aida Wu tanya ni, for the orang tengah cakap pasal engineer, dia cakap pasal ni. Aida Wu ask about this one, test handwritten. Handwritten. Why? Because if it is not handwritten, Microsoft Word, you just copy and paste. You got all the answer very easy. That's why, Aziz, you have to check with Dr. Adi. Okay. Okay. So because I'm worried I forget to discuss about this engineering society, and you still have time. Now it's only week 9, kan? You have another 5 weeks to prepare. But I think you are behind time. Because Adi told me Haziq is the what they call it, keyman, dia contact Aziz. Dia tak ada WhatsApp group for communicating purpose for juruterma masyarakat. Yeah, you want test one unit society ke? You nak test ke? Iskandar, okay, we give special test for Iskandar only. Okay, so that's why there is no test. Your assignment and your group work is very important. Okay, get ready for the test. Sekarang minggu ke-8, yes. You have another 4 more weeks. Minggu ke-11 you have to present minggu ke-12 kan. So, okay. For this in society, when you have a discussion in your group, listen to me. I'm quite sure every group is represented in this class kan, ada wakil kan? True or not? Some of them are not registered in this class, but every group has got representative in this class kan, betul? Because it's already 8 weeks. After this, maybe you want to start the discussion. When you have a discussion among yourself in the group, you must record it. Record it to prove that actually you have discussion. And that record, macam record sekarang lah, lecture ni, then you send the link to ID and put in record lah. That actually you are doing the work. Bukan you tidur for the allocated time. Maknanya kalau you go for different time also, you record it, your discussion. Ada duration. As a proof that you are doing the work together. In the record you ada attendance kan. You have everything kan. It's only 8 or 10 of you in the group. You need that proof. Because auditing for recognition later on, they will need proof. What are you doing for this class? Okay. Any question? Okay. Any question? Okay, it's about time, no? About time. 10 minutes earlier for second time. It's okay. By right, we stop at 9:40. If there is no other question, see you this coming Monday for the lecture of juruterma masyarakat, and then Tuesday for the test. For Tuesday, I will start inviting you 10 minutes before 8. And then attendance will be issued at the same time. Tolong siapa tadi Haziq remember, attendance will be collected during that time to prove that you are attending a meeting. And then you set your camera on before 8. I will upload the question in Putra Blast. If there is some problems, I will try to upload in WhatsApp also. Next week, Tuesday. So 10 minutes before 8, just like you want to enter the exam room, bilik peperiksaan, 10 minutes before, we allow you to come in to make preparation. So get ready with your paper and pen, and your mother, boyfriend, girlfriend behind the camera to help you to do the test. Betul tak? You dah prepare kan? Zulaikha kan? Minta you punya abang ke, boyfriend ke, make sure belakang kamera nanti saya nampak. Kalau depan kamera, kadang-kadang nak tipu, you want to cheat, you must cheat smartly. Okay, but your face must be in front of the camera. Okay. Okay. Any question? Can we stop now? Okay. Stop now. Okay. Assalamualaikum.